This COVID-19 era let me encounter unusual, unforgettable, and memorable moments like taking COVID-19 swab tests. Not once, not even twice, but it was actually 4 times. Being in an aircraft with 7 passengers, and I was the 8th, with mask and face shield on as travel protocol. Traveling privately with not so typical vehicle. It was a bus to get to the hotel. Wearing a personal protective equipment, which I never tried before. And what about the quarantine? There's 14 days isolation during pandemic, a rule of thumb of new normal. In my case, got to have 16 days. The isolation process is vital to reduce the spread of coronavirus. Do you think I felt bored that entire time? There is always do's and don'ts, and it's a norm. Even pandemic quarantine has its own as well. In Vietnam, quarantine guests have regulations and commitments to follow. And as a traveler of purpose, in this vlog, I'd like to share with you my experiences during my 16 days isolation. Since it wasn't a staycation, hence a quarantine, I call it quarantine-cation. Rule 1. Welcoming and check-in. Wear complete COVID-19 prevention uniform. Carry out personal hygiene and maintain quarantine room hygiene. Self-check-in. Required to carry personal luggage. Manage personal assets. Instructed to go to specific floor and room. Registration. Thank you. Medical declaration, meal form, etc. are to be filled out in the room and are to be collected.
Laundry bills and also the meal options that I have, and I have to fill them out. So this is what's inside the envelope. These are registration form that I have to fill out, and then a request for medical quarantine at Blue Diamond Hotel form, the commitment form, and medical declaration form. So I have to fill them out, and here, letter from the general manager. Station of quarantine, safety actions, often separate reports, and all government.
Rule 2. In-room. Health Department conducts COVID-19 test twice during the stay in the hotel. Temperature check twice a day by hotel staff. Self-monitoring of health daily. Prohibited to leave the room, floor, or physical contact with other guests. Nothing is to be sent out from the room except laundry or trash. Rule 3. Food and beverage. In-house guest is provided meals per day during the quarantine. Food is to be taken in the room with time options for guests' convenience. The next day meal should be taken by the staff either via call or menu form. Rule 4. Housekeeping. Housekeeping staff is not allowed in the room to avoid contact. Laundry or dirty linens are to be collected. Tie personal trash when placed in public bin or area. Rule 5. Check out. Settlement of bills. Health Department to conduct final COVID-19 test. The release paper is to be issued. Rule 6. Emergency. Medical center will coordinate suitable actions as prescribed. Oh, wait a sec. Sorry about the lecture thing. These were really what I enjoyed during my quarantinecation. First off, I was pleased by staying in 2 different rooms. My first 3 days and 2 nights was in a luxury room. Of course, I wouldn't miss to bathe as long as I could, but not to the extent of getting cold. Nah, not this time. COVID-19 is real, and a simple cold isn't a good sign. Jeez. Self-serviced photo shoot. Photography 101. I had a whole 16 days to do anything under the hotel roof, and sure did. You too would agree. TikTok? I bet you'd try. Not me though. Nope. Check out this virtual room tour I did. Trying to be like a pro videographer in my second hotel room for the rest of my 13 days and 13 nights of quarantinecation. Quarantinecation hacks. Here's a quarantinecation hacks. Got these lemons. Lime or lemon. You can use lemon, lime, yeah, whatever. So I got a few slices of them, and then I washed some sauce cups that got in my food from my meals. Yes, it was food trip indeed. I got to enjoy Asian and Western foods by Vietnamese chefs of the hotel. Since I wasn't here for months, of course, I missed the food for ages. Meals 3 times a day made me so full that I couldn't even finish them all. Whew. Movie watching day and night. Netflix, TV, YouTube, and Facebook were my buddies during my quarantinecation. Plus, music tripping. Not bad, right? Calls to my family and friends also helped me. Woohoo! Hi, today is my checkout date and I'm done with my 16-day quarantinecation at the hotel. And I'll be leaving the place, my hotel room, a little bit tidy. Alright. Bye! To many of us, pandemic is making us perceive that safety is valuable than leisure, that being with loved ones is first and foremost than millions in a pocket. As in a snap of a finger, one's life can be taken away without the process of grief and goodbye. Also, pandemic is making us reflect of who we are when somebody is in need of us, and who are there for us in time of ours. Greediness isn't going to work for anyone but unity. That basic needs are far practical than that of lavish things we want to acquire during our earthly existence. On top of it all, God is making us discern that faith and Him can only make us strong and be saved during this tough road. We have been preparing for many tangible things, but we never prepare for our repentance to Him. That even we are the highest form of species on this planet, we are incapable of the instant solutions, that we don't hold our time or face, because believe it or not, there is one above us.
Hey Google, I'm home.
Hi, Fretzel. Welcome home.
Thanks.
The thing about love is I never saw it coming. You kinda crept up and took me by surprise. And now there's a voice inside my heart, it's got me wondering, is this true? I wanna hear it one more time. Moving a little closer, take it to a whisper, just a little louder. Say it again for me, 'cause I love the way it feels when you are telling me that I'm the only one that blows your mind. Say it again for me, it's like the whole world stops to listen when you tell me